So we have gathered for the last time of today's class for the final round of Invest to the Honest ratio, where Team Dakshin Siddharth versus Team Akshit are being played, and it's a final round. Both the teams have targeted for Montreal, which is the highest bid. It's not the highest bid, beg your pardon. It is the highest value, that is 4 million. And now, as the kind of auction is going to get started. So, Montreal's actual value is 4 million, and we want your auction. So, since Akshit's team is starting up, your auction. 4.1 million. 4.1 and a half. 4.2. 4.2. 4.3.1. So if you could speak something, you can speak. Dakshin Siddharth, Advaita.
So what's the bid value now? 4 point, what was that from?
4.3 and 2.
Yeah, we can go for 4.4.
4.4. 4.47, almost a quarter with 4.4. 4.7. 8.
4.9.
Almost close to 5 million. They have come. Team Akshit has come to 4.9 million.
Sir, I have a doubt, sir. If we stop the auction by now, sir, and if we both make the presentation, if you find if Team Dakshinana is convincing, will we get the place?
You will have to, yes, of course, but you will have to pay 4.9.
Okay, sir. Even if we stop now?
Even if you stop now, you will have to pay 4.1. See, there is only one difference. They are, you block them and you allow them to pay 4.9.
Okay.
But if your presentation is convincing, you win over them. But however, you will have to pay the bid price that they have quoted.
Okay.
4.9 you have to pay.
Okay.
So you're stopping here?
No, sir. Dakshinana and Advaita, what do you think? So as of now, the bid has been stopped till 4.9. So sir is saying even if we stop the auction by now, if we make the presentation, if sir finds it convincing, we would be able to win Montreal. So what do you think? Shall we go ahead or stop the auction?
Continue bidding.
We should continue.
Dakshin says you have to continue bidding. So go for it. 5.
5.
Wait.
We still have Paris and we still have some cash. Even if we sell Paris and at the cash shop, we have more than 5 million. So we are in an advantage.
Anna, I don't think we have cash in hand. We only have 2 card deals. It is New York and Paris. We have Anna, we have 0 cash in hand. We have only 2 card deals. That is New York and Paris, of which the total net worth is 10.2.
Yeah, what Dakshin says is if need arises, we can sell one of the deals.
Okay.
You sell and you encash them and you can invest. And therefore, he is asking you to continue the bid.
If we say 5.1, sir, they stop the means we will do presentation, sir. Our presentation is convincing means we can pay us.
Yeah, which only one team can buy. If you win, you will pay 5.1. If they win, they will pay 5.1. But the deed goes to only one team out of the two. Okay?
5, sir.
5.
5.2.
You got to understand that there cannot be two decimal in one particular value, right? 5.1.1 அப்படின்னு எப்படி சொல்ல முடியும்?
5.17.
This is not internet protocol ID number. 5.1 and 4 அப்படின்னு தான் சொல்லணும். Yeah, 5.1 and
5.2.
5.3.
last 3 bidding and then the bidding stops. Last 3 bidding announcements.
5.7.
Last one.
5.8.
Done.
5.9.
Either Dakshin Siddharth's team should stop with 5.9 or Akshit's team should stop with 5.8. You both have to decide and tell me. Not more than 5.9. Because you're taking too long time.
Anna, what do you think? It has come close to 6 million.
For one particular deed, you can go up till 2.5 million. If it is for the original rate, you can bid up to 6.5 million. But here the time is getting very, very elapsed. That is the only reason I'm stopping here. Yeah. So is it you or is it them? Mitra said 5.9 and Akshit said 5.8. Would you like to finalize with 5.9? So they win the bid, 5.9. You are going 6. அவ்வளோதான்டா முடிஞ்சதுங்கிற அப்புறம் 6 7ன்ட்டு அப்போ நீங்கள் முடிச்சுக்கிறீங்களா 6
Is it a presentation?
Present.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then the bid price is done by Team Akshit, 6. So you're playing for the stake of 6 million. Okay, right? Akshit's team should start the presentation. Akshit's team, I will keep the phone here and you can have the earphone and you can speak. Sit and speak, sit and speak. No, you need not stand. Okay, now let us listen to Team Akshit. They have made sure that they have finalized the bid for 6 million against the true value of 4 million for Montreal. And let us listen to them. Yes, guys, you can start. அது ஃபோனை விட்டுரு, இயர்ஃபோன் மட்டும் எடுத்துக்கோ. அவ்வளோதான். ஸ்பீக் ஈஸி, கமா.
All the best. Warm greetings to Anna here. I am done my teammates are Ajit, Sanjay and Sai Sharan. Today we are decided to take the Montreal city. We take Montreal city because it is the largest city in Canada and it is also the 34th affordable city in North America, city in the world. Montreal is a city, it is located in Canada. The weather temperature of Montreal city is 10 degrees Celsius and the lowest temperature of Montreal city is 3 degrees Celsius. The population of Montreal city is 43 lakh 8,000 in the year 2022 and it is a city popular for the following places: Montreal Space for Life.
அதை ஒரு இதில் பிடிச்சிக்கோ. ஏன்னா மைக்கில் இப்படி இருக்கும்போது அவங்களுக்கு வந்துட்டு அந்த சர்ச்
Montreal Space for Life, Mount Royal and Montreal Underground City. It is the official language of Montreal city is French. Now I am going to say about sports.
Montrealக்கு what you will contribute to. What you are saying is the data of Montreal. That everybody knows. Wikipedia அடிச்சோம்னா வந்துடும். But what I want you to do is after buying Montreal for 6 million,
Yes, sir.
how are you guys going to contribute for Montreal?
The national sports game of Canada and Montreal city is ice hockey. We will develop ice hockey into the Olympics. Already Montreal city has in Montreal city the first Olympics is conducted in the year 1976. We will develop the ice hockey game in Montreal City, and we will develop our Indian cultures. Indian cultural games such as kabaddi, hockey, such as cricket in England. Now we will and give more rewards to them. More rewards to them. After some days, they can get interest and come into their sports. Thank you. Next, my teammate Akshit will continue.
Good job.
My name is Akshit. I am going to continue this. So I am going to say about the industries, development industry. So industries which we develop there in Montreal is main software industries and electronic industry, aerospace industry, textile industries, and software engineering industries we are going to develop. So and some industries are polluting the Montreal. So we are going to lock this city. Lock this city.
What do you mean by lock this?
Not to lock, sir. Lock that industry, sir.
Shut down those industries.
Which pollute more, sir. Which pollute the more. So the industries release carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen oxide, sir, and ammonia. So that industries we going to stop, and we going to build the industries which are eco-friendly. And we are going to Montreal City. There's a maple cookies, and 85% of Montreal has only maple cookies, maple biscuits, maple butter. So we are going to develop those maple items.
Fantastic. That's the idea. Hey, not too loud. Sai Sanjay. ரொம்ப சத்தமா இது பண்ணாதீங்க. ரெஸ்ட்ரிக்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க. உனக்கு இல்ல.
My teammates are there.
அது எடுத்து நீ கையில் அது இருக்கு green color border இருக்கு phone yeah.
Now I am going to say about terrorism. Montreal City is a very peaceful city. Canada is known for its peacefulness. Our Indian people, around 50,000 members are living and doing their work in Montreal City. We are making many friendships with other countries, and we will try our best to make every country going peaceful. And in defense, we are in the top position also. And there is less amount of crime by help of AI, artificial intelligence, and will make sure to help every country to go peaceful.
Fantastic. Very well done. So understandably, the resources and the protection, and of course, shutting down the industries was a very good idea. Now let us hear from Sai Saran.
In Montreal, there is no poverty. In Montreal, cost of living is in Montreal is $2,903. In Montreal City, the average salary of Montreal is $50,000. In Montreal City, unemployment is just 5.2. Very well done, sir. Next, I am going to talk about interpersonal communication. The official language of Montreal City is French. Here also English is also talked more. French people more came to Montreal City, Canada, such as.
Hey, now we can listen. I am listening to the presentation. நீ உனக்குள்ள சொல்லிட்டு எழுதுன்னு சொல்லாதெல்லாம் சொல்றது எதையுமே செய்யாது. உனக்குள்ள சொல்லிட்டு listen your voice, okay? Right, come on, yes. You are speaking about Indians are also living there.
Indians are also living there, about 50,000 people. The interpersonal communication starts with the language. Now more Indians are supposed to learn French language also. If they learn and French besides, they will also go there and develop the Kannada country and Montreal city. Thank you.
Fantastic. Very nicely presented by Team Akshit. Their explanation about why they are liking Montreal and their structural presentation about what are the contribution, right from language till the data that Sai Saran mentioned, and right from the industry shutdown and the protection about the terrorism attacks. I think it's a complete presentation from the team. Good job. Very nicely. Now, without taking further, the time is already 12:15. So you can call the auto. 12:15. In 15 minutes, it's going to be wrapped up. What we can best do is we can have the final presentation by Team Dakshin Siddharth. But as far as the result announcement is concerned, we will have it tomorrow. Right? Now, without taking further, Team Dakshin Siddharth holds the stage.
Sir, he is asking me permission for sharing my screen.
Yes.
Yes, now you can do it now.
Laptop visible?
Yes, now.
That's good.
That's it. Yes, now it's visible.
Today our team is going to present an action plan for Montreal City and how we're going to take over the city. So I'd like to call upon my team to start us off.
Thank you. A warm greetings to all of our present here. So we are so happy to present you the ideas which are going to implement if we take over Montreal, and we are going to take over Montreal. So thank you for this opportunity. So the first thing is, let us see how we are going to deal with poverty. So one of the main aims of the government of Montreal to eradicate poverty is they have planned many schemes, but the one line that we can describe about the schemes they have implemented to eradicate poverty is it's about maintaining dignity. So though they do not have adequate facilities to lead their daily lives, adequate necessities to lead their daily lives, they are not able to keep up their level with the normal standard of living of the other citizens of Montreal. The government of Montreal emphasizes the citizens and asks vouchers on the citizens to maintain their dignity. Though they don't have the proper standard living conditions of their country, they still have to maintain their dignity. That is the basic aim that the government of Montreal has emphasized all over in many websites that I have researched through. The only aim that the government of Montreal has emphasized towards despite poverty is to maintain dignity. Though you are poor, though you do not have any standard of income, though you don't have adequate shelter to lead the weather conditions or to oppose the weather conditions, to resist the weather conditions, though you don't have the food that is necessary for your health, you have to try to maintain dignity with the other people as well. So this is my first idea. The second thing is development programs. So this one fact is so much enthusiastic. The first one is Montreal is the first North American city to have been designated UNESCO city as the UNESCO city. This idea also supports with Aditya's idea, sir. So Aditya said that we are supposed to eradicate poverty by providing its citizens with adequate food, income and house, which are the major things for leading a proper life. So I am supporting his idea with my idea too. We have many development programs in Montreal, sir, Canada Child Benefit and so many, which contributes lots of economy towards promoting these, sir. All the ideas that I have covered is towards eradicating poverty, sir, which is a major impediment to general welfare. So it has also implemented many developmental programs like Canada Child Benefit, and this comes in with the support of the city being designated as the first UNESCO city, you all know what function UNESCO holds upon. So this also supports with my idea, because my idea is to provide free education. This also supports with Arthur's idea. His main idea was to provide free education to children at least till they complete their 10th grade. So as it being designated as the UNESCO city,
Presentation can go only up till 12:32.
okay, sir. Being designated as UNESCO city, I think it would be able to we would be able to implement the idea to provide free education to children, that is the students. And the next is the largest problem for everyone's life all over the world is how to deal with uncertainties. We don't even know what life comes up with problems next or what you have ahead of you. So in Kerala, in Montreal also, people often complain that they have the fear of uncertainty. Sometimes they are afraid that they might lose the job for which they have been contributing for so long. They might lose their daily necessities, and they also have a lot of problems to face with the social welfare and the social economic problems. So I think if we take over Montreal, we would be able to give them self-confidence to actually give their resilience. The proper word that I could describe is their resilience towards facing uncertainty. So if we take over Montreal, we would be able to give them more schemes, implement more schemes, as well as develop them and train them on the feelings or emotions through which they could face all the uncertainties of the life. And the last two ideas that I have is Montreal is the second largest French-speaking city after Paris. As we already own Paris, if we own Montreal along with it, I think we would feel it more comfortable to maintain both the cities along with New York. So if we take up Montreal, we will have an unity between Paris and Montreal, as both are French speaking, sir. Although we have some distance where we would be able to unite them on.
And you also own Paris.
Yes, sir. We would be able to unite them on the language basis, sir. That is.
Do you have any plans of having a tie-up between Sydney and Montreal? They're doing a smart work.
French-speaking countries and English-speaking countries are
There is a collaboration.
And foreign export from Australia is very good. Medicines such as for dogs and all that.
So this is our idea
So
for
Mitra's idea is she has explained about maintaining dignity and making the Canadians have the basic necessities, develop welfare programs and childcare benefit, and I like the point dealing with uncertainty, which is very, very important, and expansion of international.
last piece, I'll complete it very fast, sir. The next thing is it has the highest number of restaurants per capita in Canada, and also the second in North America after.
Why do you touch per capita income of Canada? Because it's a very, very affluent country.
Sir, now the highest number of restaurants, sir. That's why it was given as a main highlight in the article that I read, sir. So I think if you bring that, you'll be happy with the data, sir. So I think it has the highest number of restaurants. We would be able to establish even more restaurants to provide free food to eradicate poverty. The next thing is also Montreal is known for the expansion of international events. So once again, if we take over Montreal, we would be able to implement new creative events, which would actually make other citizens in other countries curious to visit Montreal to take part in these international events, which would make them feel very curious to know, and it would also spread creativity all around the world, so the creative thinking that arises in your mind. And that's it, sir. These are my ideas.
Nice presentation. Good job. Well done.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
So, greetings everyone. Now I have to present my ideas. So first, point that I mentioned is that is equal opportunities for all. So the perk of the country of Canada itself is equal opportunities for all. There are equal job opportunities no matter where you come from, because there's a lot of demand for international workers as well. So they do not discriminate between people based on their color, their religion, or their social status, or all the other so-called criteria which a lot of countries dwell upon. Canadians want the best out of their resources, so they only give jobs to the most talented people. So we also would like to promote it when we take over Montreal. So we would like to make sure that there are equal opportunities for all. The second one is immigration hub. Canada is the best country for immigrants in the world, as they welcome immigrants from with open arms. I would like to state some incidents as well. When countries all around the world were refusing to take in Syrian immigrants, Canada was one of the first countries to give them shelter and give them, food by using refugee camps. And another thing is, if you are a Canadian, then you can sponsor for the immigrants of other countries. So you can use your citizenship, and you can use your money, and you can sponsor immigrants from any part of the world.
But actually, where will you go for money for all these costly projects? Look at that, immigration hub. It will take millions of money for setting an immigration hub. You already don't have money for all that, right?
So actually, we do have a lot of ways to generate revenue, which I'll be talking about in the upcoming slides, sir.
Yes.
And also, I think Canada has spent a lot of money in taking in immigrants, but sir, it's also one of the countries that reaps the most benefit out of it, because the immigrants in the future generation somehow go on to do something great and extraordinary, and Canada does reap the benefits of that as well, sir. So that's why Canadians are so much, positive towards the immigrants coming in. Even the Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, he loves immigrants, and he's making sure that he does everything in his power to support immigration, because Canada is a country that's got a lot of resources, but the skilled workforce is pretty much less in Canada to make use of those resources, and that's why immigration has been such a hit in Canada. So we're going to make sure that we keep up the same tempo. And composite culture. A benefit of having immigration in countries like Canada and the United States is that it leads to the development of composite culture, which is the fusion of 2 or 3 cultures. So what
That's 5 minutes.
Okay, sir. So, can you repeat, sir?
The maximum seating time is 12:35, and after that parents come and you have to abruptly stop. So we have very less time, and you are only in the third point. I just want you to rush it. That's it.
So as I was saying, when people from different cultures meet, then exciting things are in store. So that leads to unity and diversity as well, which is one of the themes of the country and the city as well. So when people from different backgrounds live together, then it creates a unity and diversity, and that leads to better interpersonal communication as well. Technology enhancement tie-ups. So since we own New York, it is a technological hub. So Montreal is not on that level, but we can definitely introduce tie-ups with New York, which is another city that we own, and technological enhancements can take place. And refugee camps, as we mentioned earlier, we set up refugee camps, and we take care of the homeless people, and we would make sure that we allow them to lead a better life as well. And diverse military composition. This is a major, idea to tackle terrorism, which is diverse military composition. This is the last point, and I'll rush through it quickly. When you have people from different walks of life together in your army, then it would definitely rattle your opposition, because it's not just the white people together, it's not just the black people together, it's everyone put together. So when you have so much diversity in the same country, in the same military, then that will lead to more unity. And also recent studies have shown that immigrants want to prove themselves, and they are more patriotic than the natives. So having immigrants in the military as well would lead to a greater sort of patriotism and nationalism, which could be a motivating factor. So these were Aditya's ideas, which would be compulsory education until grade 10 and regulations to provide citizens with adequate facilities. And this is the logo of Montreal's most famous sports team, which is Montreal Canadiens, which plays in the National Hockey League, which is an ice hockey league. And now coming to Advaita's speakings.
So hi all, I'll quickly tell my ideas. So the first one is eco-friendly policies, that is planting more trees. And then about the greenhouse gas, the Montreal Protocol is to protect the stratospheric ozone layer. And then about Montreal is famous for its garden and nature, so we can improve the growth of the tourists by improving and renovating the gardens and planting more trees. As Montreal is famous for its old forts and historical architecture, we can bring more protection and establish it as an old monument. And growing more trees to improve the gardens. Thank you.
Everyone. Good.
Very well done, Dakshin Siddharth and Advaita. Nice presentation and very well done. Good presentation, Team Dakshin Siddharth. Lots of voluminary information, and the best part of the presentation by the team was about the concern over every rudimentary element, right from the eco-friendly environment like Advaita just presented. And I specifically liked a couple of ideas that these people have presented. Like one idea that I really liked was the immigration hub that was mentioned, and that is when Mitra was presenting the uncertainty thrasher. That was a very, very good psychological impact point that you people have thought, and I appreciate you for that. 4 people's ideas were properly channelized. But my only concern was all of your projects are very costly projects, and I was even asking Dakshin Siddharth as how you are going to face all these expenditures when you are having very less amount of money. First of all, you don't even have money for buying Montreal in your hand, and so that's the point. But then there is nothing wrong in having futuristic perspective, right? Vladimir Putin is known for having lots of perspective. So I really like, barring the kind of the war trauma that he has caused into the entire world, but I like that guy for his futuristic perspective. So likewise, you're having futuristic perspective in the presentation. Now, but at the same time, Team Akshit, like you see, I would like to take the metaphor of a pistol here. A revolver can fire only 6 bullets, whatever number of bullets that are present in the magazine of the pistol. But an AK-47 can fire a lot of bullets. You see, here lots of seniority and lots of experience in terms of attending MS evening sessions. So that's about an 8-bullet magazine pistol, but yours is AK-47. But a pistol is a pistol. So we cannot have comparison. Like for example, the PPT slides, Advaita had her laptop on the table, Dakshin Siddharth had his laptop on the table, so it becomes easy. But these guys are empty-handed, so they were not able to do the PPT. If they were also given a laptop, they would have created a PPT. So on the PPT, ஒரு difference அங்கே எடுத்துக்க முடியாது. But I'm happy that you have bulleted the points very properly in the PPT. Everybody can make a PPT, but an effective PPT can be made only by few people. But you were one among the few people. The PPT was really nice. Now, I would like to ask Team Akshit, the justice. Team Akshit will speak about the possibility of Team Dakshin Siddharth winning Montreal. Yeah, speak. ஏண்டா உடைக்கிற?
First of all, I say very good presentation by Team Dakshin.
Very good presentation by Team Dakshin. Very good presentation by Team Dakshin Siddharth. பாடும்போதும் பேசும்போதும் நம்ம வாய்ஸில் வந்துட்டு அந்த வார்த்தைகளை உச்சரிக்கிறதுக்கு கண்ட்ரோல் இருக்கு. நீ நல்லா பேசுகிற, நல்ல புதுசாக இருக்குன்னு உனக்கு ப்ரொனன்சியேஷனை மட்டும் கொஞ்சம் ஒர்க் பண்ணணும். First of all, I say Dakshin Siddharth Anna's team was giving a very good presentation. அப்படி நிறுத்தி பேசுமா? But presentation, but yeah. Whatever the matter.
But artificial intelligence is
Okay.
But artificial intelligence is not supposed to tell by these people. But Ajit said that artificial intelligence is used in industries and business such as taking goods and for importing goods.
So என்ன சொல்ற? You like that part?
இல்லை சார், ஆர்டிஃபிஷியல் இன்டெலிஜென்ஸ் நாங்கள் அதை பற்றி எதுவும் பேசல.
Right. Another justice?
Okay, answer can be possible.
That's it. Now, we'll ask Team Dakshin Siddharth to give justice. They haven't spoken anything except from the point that Tarun has mentioned. We will ask Team Dakshin Siddharth to give the justice for Team Akshit's presentation.
Sir, so like, can we have a quick team up and decide who goes first?
Yeah. Yes.
Because we want to, we have something to say about their presentation. Okay, go ahead. So I like the presentation. It was really good, and they learned from their previous mistakes, which was to include more data, and they did it this time. The way planning started itself, you mentioned the weather, population, and all that. So it was a great way to start. It's almost like when you search about wanted and the Wikipedia page shows up, it gives all these points. So it was almost like that. So yeah, I like the presentation. You said you have something to say about
Yes, ma'am. So, sir, the presentation was really good, sir. Tarun was very, very enthusiastic, sir. The way he presented and started, sir, was really different from the previous presentations that he had made. A different start, maybe it was because he had pre-planned during the team talk, I do not know. But his start and his presentation, his tone of voice was really good, sir. It was like presenting at an international conference, sir. He stopped and he presented really good. Right from Sharon till Akshit, everyone presented about voluminous data, sir. Everyone presented about the population. Then he also presented about the weather, sir, and everything. And his presentation about population, the data were very accurate, sir. So I felt very happy with the presentation. It was very satisfying, sir. So very well done, Team Akshit. It was a great presentation.
So who gets Montreal?
It's a new answer.
Right. Right, so we are coming to the last portion of the game, and this game has been going on for 3 days. It was like a impact player put into IPL format. Like one day Rahul was there, another day Dhyanesh was there, another day both Rahul, Dhyanesh, Sanjay Rehan, nobody was there, and Dakshin was here yesterday, and now he's not here. He's in the online form. So Aditya was not present on the first day, but yesterday he was here. Today he was here. So the consistent players were Mitra, Akshit, Tarun, Saran, and of course Advaita and Dakshin. But the other people were really swapping around. But the last round was very, very to the point.
And
Is-
Dakshin has asked you what is impact players.
Impact player in IPL, this time they brought a particular concept. You must be knowing, Dakshin, in soccer. It was copied from soccer. You must be knowing it. Like for example, gone were the days when in cricket, if a person is injured and out of the 10 players who are batting, if fourth down player, if he is injured, then they will play with only 9 players. But today, if a person is injured, another person who is sitting in the dugout, he can come and play instead of that person. That's one. And another thing is, so render nimsham sir. Yeah, like substitution, and also the captain can decide. Like for example, say Ajinkya Rahane plays in the first 2 down, and MS Dhoni has got the option of taking somebody else. Like you batted really well, but for fielding I don't want you. Instead of you, I can take one more player who can bowl. So you go, sit in the dugout and send him in. So that person can come, and Ajinkya cannot play the rest of the game because he's been taken out by an impact player. So that's a rule that has been brought this year, but it is not very famous and it is not really effective. But at the same time, we are able to see more number of players coming and playing into the ground. That's the only advantage. Right, we are coming to the close. Yeah, we are coming to the close. As far as the result is concerned, we will announce the result tomorrow because Sanjay Rehan's auto is waiting outside, or it's quickly announced now. Okay, right. My heart says that Montreal should be shared by both the teams. My heart says Montreal should be shared by both the teams, and my mind says Montreal should be given away to Team Dakshin Siddharth. Let me give you the quick reason, and we will finalize it tomorrow. Since Dakshin asked, why does my heart say that Montreal should be shared by Team Akshit and Team Dakshin Siddharth? Because to the best of their ability, including Sai Saran's presentation, they put their heart out into this and they did some homework. Right? Okay. So even you did not do any homework for this
I did it
activity.
today morning, sir.
This morning?
I slept, sir.
Okay, so they did some homework, and Sanjay Rehan, besides the point that he was absent yesterday, he immediately came and picked up, and he was able to give some points. And for that reason, I think they are equally capable to hold one end of the cup along with you. That is the reason. My mind says that Team Dakshin Siddharth should be given this 6 million worth kind of Montreal deal because of one simple reason: the extraordinary teamwork and the effectiveness of the volumes of points that you people have brought. And every single slide had got a lot of things to be explained, and that was clearly explained, and there was no joke at all. So that's why. So which is true, which is false, which is going to be effective, we will decide finally tomorrow. Okay, right? Fine. So tomorrow we will have altogether a new game activity, altogether new set of teams, but we'll speak about it tomorrow. Anand, முடிச்சிட்டீங்களா? மத்தியானத்துக்கு மேலே வரீங்களா? சரிங்க சரி, ஓகே, ரைட், தேங்க்ஸ். ஓ சரிங்க சரிங்க வாங்க. So that's how it is. So very well done. I really appreciate all the people. This activity was very tough, but you did really well. Advaita and Dakshin, playing this activity online is very, very difficult, but you both did a great job and we appreciate that. Thank you, thank you. So Advaita and Dakshin, say your byes to everybody. They say bye, everyone.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. See you then.
Bye.
Smart that you watched it. Yeah, I do remember. Smart that you watched. It has been happening right from the Skype days. It has been happening from the Skype days. You know, people, they might be joining late, but the end button and leave button will be pressed in a flash of a moment. And I'm glad that you watched that portion. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right, you can leave now. Seriously. Bye-bye. Bye, Dakshin. Bye, Advaita. See you. Yeah, thank you. Bye. Thank you. Okay, Sanjay and Saran, you can leave. Dad has come. நீ எழுதி முடிச்சிட்டு இல்லை நாளைக்கு வந்து எனக்கு இந்த ஸ்டோரியை சொல்லணும். நீ எழுதி முடிச்ச ஸ்டோரியை நீ சொல்லணும். நாளைக்கு இந்த புக்கை நான் மறுபடியும் கொடுப்பேன். யூ ஹேவ் டு சேவ் தி ஸ்டோரி அகைன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் அண்ட் செகண்ட் ஃபினிஷ்டு. டெய்லி ரெண்டு மார்க் எழுதுறது படிக்கணும். சுற்றுல ஒரு வார்த்தை இருந்தால் அந்த சுற்றுல வார்த்தையை அவன் படிக்கிறான். ஆனால் சுற்றுல அதனால எழுதி